All right, Big Bang. Today is Thursday. It is January 12th. Welcome to the Dog Walk presented by Barstool Sports. It's myself. It's Chief in the middle spot. Bullied out of his usual spot by Danny once again.
This is my day of the week.
That's true. Even though we swap days. Usually we have you on Wednesdays. So this Thursday.
Yeah, I've decided that there's no good angle for me on camera anyways, so I don't really care what seat I'm in.
What do you mean?
I've been going through a little bit of a, we'll say, a health crisis. So, and I shaved my,
What a way to put it. A way to put
my
that,
facial
buddy.
hair, and it's just all out there now. So
That's the worst move you could do when you're going through a health crisis.
I was curious to see. It was over like right at the end of the holiday break, or I think something like that. And I was just like, I haven't seen my face in a long time, so I'm like, I wanted to trim it, and then I lost like the little clip-on thing that lets you trim it. So I'm like, I'll just buzz it all off. And then I buzzed it all off, and I was like, oh shit, like this is bad.
Dude, I don't know how. Like, I can't figure out a way to trim it as good as my barber can trim it.
Well, he's a professional. It's like if you're trying to paint your house, you wouldn't be able to do it as well as a painter.
But he doesn't do anything like...
But like you're like the paint your house reference, you're using watercolors. He's got all the finest brushes and everything. So you need the tools.
I know. I just need to get a good...
If there was only an advertiser who could send us
a good trimmer,
kit. Yeah,
a good face trimmer. You know what I mean? Like, I just need the right buzzer and the right guard. Like, I think I know what right like speed I need it, because that's what I do. I go to the barber now more because I like him to buzz my face more,
touch you up.
Yeah, because sometimes like I don't like it when it gets too like I know the perfect length I like, and it's just like, but it's like you hold it out because it's a waste of a...
And then you fuck up one spot and you gotta like shave the whole beard off.
Exactly, yeah.
But so...
yeah.
So Chief, as the social media handler of all your guys' accounts, sometimes I will see the comments whether I like to or not. Did you gain weight or did you just shave?
It's both.
A little bit of both?
I mean, like I would say that since we've started this job...
But those comments came like... It was like 1 week to the next.
No. That, I mean, I put on a little bit. I weighed myself because I'm doing like the
108 thing,
the 108 challenge. So I'm like, for the first time in years, I'm like hyper aware of my weight. And I was sitting, I think my lowest, which like I could have just taken a shit that morning, and that got me down to like 234. And then now I'm at like I weighed myself this morning. I'm at like 230. It was like 237. So, but I did shave my face. And so it's just like it's like I came out of hiding, kind of.
Okay.
And like no one benefited from that, like the gaiter or the mask underneath more than I did during COVID. Like it's almost like, man, it'd be great if one of those strains come back. But yeah, so that's where I'm at right now. But I'm on the Peloton.
You just bought one?
Yeah, I bought one. I've done it every single day since I got it. I got the shoes on Sunday night.
Good for you.
So every day this week I've done it, and I feel like...
What's it like to strap those shoes on in your own house,
dude? It's
tap dancing around.
These
like, here we go,
I leave them like right next to the bike on the mat, but they're from the future.
You don't like fucking toss those on in the kitchen, toss on like the Home Depot.
I mean, like
I could see Dave's got the Peloton too. I could see him like
just click clack,
like walking in here one day. What? I couldn't find my other shoes. Just like not seeing what the problem is wearing the Peloton
like
shoes.
That is a sound that brings me back though, like the football cleat, like the click clack.
Great sound.
So do you need those shoes for that, right?
Yeah, you gotta click them in.
Why? Because the system doesn't register, or like
no, it has nothing to do with that. I think it is, and I want to go on the record that I am talking out of my ass here. But if you think about a normal bike pedal, like you're riding, you're a kid riding a bike, you're only ever pressing down, right? Mm-hmm. So when you're in like a cycle class, if your shoes are clicked in, you can also pull up. Instead of just like you're pushing down and then it rides back up as the other one. It's like you can kind of work all the muscles of your leg. That's a theory. I haven't looked into it. There might not be any real purpose, but that's what I've told myself in my head. And I can kind of feel it when it's like, man, my fucking quads are tired. I'm going to lift with my hamstrings
Yeah.
instead.
Gotcha.
That makes sense. You
Yeah.
know, I know burning calories is burning calories, but like so many like health fanatics are like so big on like the bike. You know, I always thought like a bike, like I'd be more beneficial to me like running or doing other workouts. Everyone's like, all I
Well,
do is ride this bike every day.
I can't run because I have like the fucking ankle bone.
I think it's all about like just keeping your heart rate and shit.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
the
Getting your
shoes
heart
thing
rate
helps
up.
because that's working out a lot more muscles than
Yeah.
you would normally be just riding a fucking Haro.
And I could be wrong about that. I could be wrong, but
Hey, you fooled me.
Yeah, in my head it makes sense. But yeah, like running, I can't do it. Like I have like a stress fracture in my ankle. I literally can't run.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's why we have the Peloton.
Do you watch like? Do you listen to music? Or you gotta watch like a lady or
No,
a guy,
you got
right?
I've had you have like these instructors, and then you can either take a class live.
Gotcha.
I also like that too because I am like kind of competitive, you know.
Yeah.
And they put up like a leaderboard. So like the first class I took, there was only like 20 people in the class, and there was this one guy who high-fived me from Portland. Like, fuck off, get out of here. I don't want any interaction.
a
with
virtual high five?
Yeah.
Like in the Twitter
Houston, like,
Twitter
'cause he was from
spaces?
Portland.
Get out of here, lib. And I wanted nothing to do with it. And so no
That's
libs
fun.
around, no
That's-
encouragement. And then
That's
there
why
was
Zach Dave's speech.
yeah.
Hanging around him too much.
Yeah, that's for damn sure. And then there was like this woman who had like this breast cancer, like some kind of breast cancer, like hashtag under her name, and she like kept like getting ahead of me. I'm like, I can't lose to a woman with fucking breast cancer, so I'm like, I better step it up. So I smoked her. Last 10 minutes, I left her in my dust, and so that's been my. But then most of the classes have like. I think the one I did was yesterday had like 2,500 people in it. And it was like, I just need to be in like the top
That's a damn
800.
It's a tour. It's a marathon.
Yeah. It's a lot of people.
Interesting. What do you like? Yeah, because I know a lot of people just do that shit. They'll watch like a show or like they'll watch like Hulu or they'll get those.
Yeah. You kind of have to listen. I have a TV
Yeah.
in that. So I have it in my second bedroom, which is just empty. And I have a TV in there that's not hooked up. But I feel like I'm in March Madness, or if I want to, like maybe during a soccer game on a Saturday, I'll have like the game on mute, be able to watch that, and then have like the Peloton screen where they're like talking to me.
That's good stuff though.
Yeah, I hate the encouragement though.
You do.
From the trainers, like?
Yeah, like I need more. I need you to be like, you are fucking out of shape. You're a piece of shit. Like, and like just berate me and to get me.
Can
to
they
do
see
it.
you?
I don't think so.
So they won't, maybe they don't know. They don't know enough personal information to diss you.
Well,
They don't know you're a fat piece of shit. Not that
But-
you are, your words.
yeah.
Your words.
No, but it's just like, I think you should be able to opt into like a style of trainer.
Okay, military
I mean,
versus like,
Yeah, like
Your
just like a
kindergarten
hard
teacher.
ass. It's like I tweeted out like 4 years ago.
I mean that exists, but it's not Peloton.
yeah, I did like a couple years ago.
but you'd have to get a personal trainer.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I don't
like
wanna-
just
I
go to
don't-
like some meathead gym and like you can
Well, I
find,
don't go to a gym.
Yeah, but you could find a guy like that.
Yeah, but I want it virtually. I want all the benefits of like the
They
commute
had
to
done
the
a leave
place.
your own house, sure.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Sure.
And like I want my idea was, in 2018 was Heart Cycle. And Heart Cycle is you just get on the bike and then like some Herb Brooks impersonator just is like, all right, we're doing a hill again. Okay. And it's like, and it's like, oh, you think you're going out to brunch. You're not looking too hot for that right now. And it's just like the movie Miracle playing on loop. And the guy's just like ripping on you, making you puke.
That's definitely the future. I mean,
hope
it's
so.
the present right now where it's like the personalized classes rather than like just showing up with a bag and like
yeah.
I
the
dated-
people that could do that, like you
Yeah.
are the most disciplined, like I give you the
Yeah.
most credit in the world, who could just keep showing up day in and day out, making their own workouts, tailoring what they need to do.
Bring in the notebook.
Yeah, you do that, right?
No way.
I thought you
I've never
do.
brought a notebook to the gym in my life.
No, but I thought you were like an FFC guy and you like go alone and like you like know what like
I do that, but
He's got a
I'm
little-
not
it's like
writing shit down.
his little PR and his notes app is like,
Yeah,
PR bench today.
3 push-ups today. Let's go for 4
Yeah,
tomorrow.
yeah.
But like probably like 10 years ago, I went into a random health craze and I did Insanity. I'd never really worked out before, so why not do what the Navy SEALs do to start off? But they have this guy Sean T. And he does, it's like 10 tapes and you rotate them through like 2 months. They tell you
It's like
what
a
tape.
P90X type
Yeah,
thing.
exactly.
Yeah.
And he's like, get up. Like Sean T will push you around the ring.
Okay.
Chief.
I like that.
There you go. Get Sean T.
Yeah.
But you never feel like a bigger fucking asshole than doing jumping jacks in your front room.
Yeah. I was in my parents' basement, but still, yeah.
The guy who lives above me, I know what kind of workouts he does.
Really?
Because he does, like, he shakes my ceiling fan.
Really?
And it's because he's definitely doing, like, fucking plyometrics in his living room.
Yeah. I'd be like doing a 60-second plank. My mom would be in the background, like switching out the laundry, trying to ask me a question. Like, Mom, all my focus is on Sean T right now.
Not now, Mom.
Not now, Mom.
I'm fucking doing
30
insanity.
seconds. Yeah. Hold it.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good. Well, speaking of, watching shows and whatnot, timing commercials.
Okay.
You said something about that to me.
I'm the god of that.
Well, first of all, I'll start off with this. I got stopped at a red light the other day, and has social media and just us incessantly being on our phones killed people hating red lights? I almost look forward to getting stopped at a red light now so I could check my phone.
Dude.
Same with commercials. Like, people don't hate getting stopped at red lights anymore.
I
feel
still
like.
hate commercials.
Well, so commercials, I think like Hulu has it. I love the timed commercials. They have the countdown. It's the same as like treating it as like the microwave shot clock. It's like you get shit done during that 60 seconds. You swap your laundry, take out the trash, start a puzzle. You know what you're doing. Because you hate commercials because you don't want to leave because you might not come back in time. But if you have a timer.
Yeah, but like it's one of the things I'm most proud of is like, and I can only really do it for football. For football is the only time I notice my internal clock on when that's coming back. So you flip around, just go around and go to other games, and then it's just like bang. I'm on it when the drone blimp cam is coming back into the stadium. I like time it perfectly.
Well, the commercial before the show will always be a commercial for like that network.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
So you kind of know.
This is very, very strong observation by you.
You think it's a mixture of a high thought and a revelation.
You're wrong. You're right. You're right. It is. I agree with you.
You like red lights? You fuck with red lights?
Yeah. Sometimes like you're like, well,
if you're in a hurry, obviously.
Can I say this?
Say it.
I'll be honest. Now that I got the car,
the Tesla, you're not even looking at the road probably.
To the autopilot, like.
Oh, it's that good that you trust it that much?
I just pop it out on the highway, bumper to bumper. I don't give a fuck about bumper to bumper anymore. Beep beep, and I'm just on my phone.
I mean, that's found time.
It is.
You could get a lot done.
It is, yeah.
It's like your own personal chauffeur.
It's very nice. Very nice.
Do you think that's going to put chauffeurs out of business? Like, you remember when you were a kid, if you're going on vacation, you'd have somebody like pick you up, bring you to the airport because it'd be cheaper than parking your car there for a long time.
With the sign.
Yeah.
Do I think it's going to put chauffeurs out of business?
Yeah.
Self-driving cars.
Yeah.
I think they've already been put out of business with Ubers.
No, because chauffeurs, part of the reason is you don't got to worry about parking your shit. Like,
right.
You know what I mean? Like,
exactly.
They'll take it away for you. Like, at the end of the day, I got to figure out what to do with that thing if I'm going to the airport.
Couldn't you just put in the next destination? Could you do that? I don't know the tech. Could you be like, I'm getting out. You drive yourself home.
Oh no!
You can't. Okay.
You can't do that. You can't do that. No.
That'd be sick though. If you you're in a 15-minute zone and like the car could just kind of
circle.
All right, see you later.
Yeah.
See, I mean, I live fucking pretty close to O'Hare, so like I
Yeah.
feel like if anyone could figure it out, it could be.
Have you drove past any cemeteries yet and looked for the orbs on the Tesla
No,
screen?
we need to do that though. We need to do that. We should do that for like a vlog or something.
Yeah.
Do it for Halloween.
Yeah, we should.
No, that's when the ghosts expect you most. You got to do it like in February.
Dan,
Yeah.
that's a great point. That's a fucking great point.
You gotta fucking.
They're on their game.
You gotta find the January ghost when
That's
nobody
how
cares about them. Everyone's fucking.
That's how you get a
Do you think that ghosts can
trespassing
get cold?
ticket at Bachelor's Grove.
What?
Do you think ghosts can get cold?
Ghosts can get cold?
Can they? They're like, fuck, I'm not coming out. It's -2.
Well, I mean, yeah. Why do you think ghosts are white?
I don't know.
Snow.
Okay.
Snow?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
They're made of snow.
Yeah. They just got.
Are ghosts white? Is that confirmed?
I don't know. That's what the movie said. But it's like I'm saying. Like I don't do it if I'm not in bumper to bumper because like you need to fucking pay attention.
Right.
Because, someone pops out of the road, you need to be able to take over fast.
I mean, highway's a different story.
Correct. But bumper to bumper, it's a calculated risk. Like, if I'm literally in standstill traffic, like, I could be able to, I know what's...
Will you beep or get mad if, say, you're basically in bumper to bumper traffic, but the guy in front of you has like 30 feet to spare, but you're not really going anywhere anyways?
That drives me crazy.
Really?
Because it has a chain reaction. Like if someone's not moving up, then that someone eventually will get fucked on when the light is turning from yellow to red.
Sure. What if it's red though, and he just still has like space to move?
You got to take the space.
Okay.
Take the space.
Yeah, we've talked before. I don't know if it's worthy of a honk.
Yellow to red.
Just like a guy chilling in the lane by a red light, but he's got room
Yeah,
to move.
that's a different distinction. I think the right thing to do is that guy to take the space. I don't know if I'm honking in that situation.
Fair.
Well, there needs to be two. You say this. There needs to, and it's coming if it doesn't exist already. Someone's going to get a fucking lifeguard chair and they're going to stand in an intersection and they're going to find out how much time is wasted or how much daily traffic is built up by people holding up traffic from texting at the red light. Because it's at least a second or two every
light.
Yeah.
You know how people are always like, how the fuck is there traffic? Just go. Like the memes.
Yeah,
I want to be
yeah.
instead of storm chasers, I want to find the cause of the traffic.
Yeah,
Go
yeah.
all the way in front of the buildup on the ramp or whatever it is. Be like, what is the problem?
Yeah.
Guy on his phone.
Exactly. And listen, I don't advocate texting and driving at all. It's fucking really bad. Mm-hmm. Like it's you fucking zone out.
Yeah.
And you don't know what the fuck you just passed. Mm-hmm. It is pretty fucked up.
I think that sometimes even when I'm driving and not texting. Where it's like you get to your destination, and you're like, I don't remember anything on the drive here.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just black out. Happy that you're there.
Yeah, I'm just saying it's different when you're bumper to bumper on the highway.
Totally.
Because there's no pedestrians that could be on the highway. Mm-hmm. So you're literally it's just you and the road and a million cars in a parking lot.
Yeah, you got to be zeroed in. 10 and 2.
Yeah, exactly. So that's why I'm like, all right. Well, but I'm just kidding about that.
For legal purposes,
yeah,
yes.
for legal. I'm just kidding. Tesla does own my insurance.
Yeah,
so I'm just kidding.
Hey, Harry, make sure you clip the appropriate clip of that.
Just kidding. I'm just kidding about that. I have a beef about something too. Okay. I was having a conversation with someone, and they were talking about how they're like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited about the new year. I meant to bring this up last week about how everything's lining up. They're like, I'm so happy that January 1 lines up with a Sunday, the first day of the week. If you associate Sunday with the first day of the week instead of Monday, you're a fucking idiot.
I got problems with that statement on multiple levels.
Monday is the day you shovel the shit, and that's the first real day of the week. I know technically a lot of people, we've been fed that nonsense, but Monday is the first day of the week. Don't let that big calendar fool you.
That's what I was going to say.
Yes.
It bothers me that calendars do it.
Yes.
So, yeah, I mean, Monday is the absolute first day of the week. And anybody who says otherwise is a fucking asshole. And why the fuck would you care if New Year's Day is a Sunday? You almost want it to be in the middle of the week because then you kind of you can massage your vacation time a little bit more.
No, I kind of do like that sometimes.
Why?
When the first day does line up with a Monday, because then you could feel like you're there is a fresh start kind of feel of some.
Yeah, but you're gonna have the second off.
You're thinking holiday off days. You're correct. I'm saying if we got a fresh Feb 1 on a Monday, then it's all right, fuck yeah, let's get
it in sync. This is day 1, Tuesday's day 2 of the month.
All right.
Yeah. You know what I mean? You're right. About when it comes to Jan.
Yeah.
I'm on your.
And then
level.
same thing with 4th of July. I feel like those are the two that stick out in my head. You want it to be at the certain. I feel like ideally you want 4th of July to be on Wednesday because then you take Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. But if it's on a Thursday, then you really only get the Friday.
Problem.
I was gonna say why would you think Sunday was the first day to begin with? I forgot calendars put Sunday as the first day of the week.
Yes.
And who decided that?
Even in the Bible, the seventh day was a Sunday, right? God rested on Sunday. So where do calendars get off assuming that Sunday is the first day of the week?
Maybe it has to do with the Lord, though. It's like we're gonna get right with the Lord to start the week. Although don't the Jewish people have? They keep their day is Saturday. They keep the Sabbath holy, and then we Christians do the Sunday. Am I right about that?
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
So I don't know.
I have no idea what.
All fucked up.
Yeah.
But you're not supposed to do shit on that day.
But I just have serious problems with people who try to act like Sunday is the first day of the week. Sunday is the finale. Sunday is the last day. Sunday is
You're resting up
yes,
for the week.
Yes, correct.
If you're a person like that, you better be doing like a fuck ton of errands, like getting everything together on Sunday. Like you're starting your week off right.
Yeah.
I feel like ever since COVID and people not having to go into work every day and like they only have to show up maybe like twice a week in the office, that's pretty standard for like corporate jobs. Maybe there is an argument where like the weekdays don't matter as much anymore. Like Monday isn't your stressful work day. And like some people even work from home. There could be something there.
Maybe.
Like Mondays aren't what they used to be in the corporate world. I feel that.
I don't know, dude. I think Mondays will always be Mondays.
Yeah.
Mondays will always be Mondays because it's like the first day after the weekend. But
you're saying people don't have a case of the Mondays anymore.
yes, it's easier to not have a case of the Mondays because you don't even always have to go into work on Mondays anymore.
Well, I wonder what the breakdown is now, because I feel like I know a lot of people who are back to the office full time.
Most people I've talked to is like it's mandatory show up twice a week, and it like doesn't really matter which days. You know, obviously you have your big meetings that you have to show up for, but it seems pretty lackadaisical.
Yeah, that's like meetings, and then it's like, hey, we're paying rent. Like we need to justify this rent. So
Right, we have free lunch. Come in, please.
My brother-in-law works for like a pretty well-known company, and the way that their lease was operating during COVID, they just made a decision: we're not signing a new lease, and we're going to give like you had to be a certain level to like invest in like remodel your home to build yourself an office in your home.
Really?
Yeah, they give him like a budget for it. So, but then they canceled. You know, he used to take the train in from Fox, like an hour and a half every day, to go to work, and he hasn't done that in years.
Really?
Yeah.
I was talking to someone, having like your girlfriend, your wife, your significant other having the same work schedule as you could be a huge deal breaker. You know what I mean?
Have your girlfriend not worked the same schedule as you?
Like I have a friend who works like a 9 to 5, and so does his girlfriend. And it's like, you know, they're gone. They have no free time alone at the house. They're gone. They get home every day. You know, they both have that after work feeling as soon as they get home every day. And like my girlfriend's a nurse. She works like nights. I don't have to see her some days. There's like no grace period.
I don't have to see her some days. Way to put that. Hope she listens.
She knows what I mean. But sometimes it's like, you know, if it's a Tuesday night after work and you just feel like relaxing, you can. You're not being.
No, that's
you're not. It's not on the table like, oh, dinner tonight. We're going out to eat tonight, or a movie or something. You're just like, you need a day here and there. Who are we kidding?
Dude, that's the thing. People on weird schedules have it tough, man. They have it tough in that aspect for sure.
Well, I brought it up originally because now people are working at home, and sometimes their girlfriend or whatever has a corporate job like them, so they're both working at home the same hours.
Yeah, I wouldn't like that.
That could be a deal breaker, and it has been for some after COVID.
That would make me go into the office more.
Right.
Yeah.
I've talked about it before, but I used to work. My old job was 4 p.m. to 1 a.m. And
standard.
This guy I worked with, he was always thrown off because this girl, like, he was like texting. She was like super antennas up, and like she was, you know, tripped out by him because she would text him when he'd get off work and it'd be like 1:30.
That's exactly what I mean. Not like, oh, I don't have to hang out with you, but I just like I could chill. Like I could wait an hour to respond to your text because I know you're at work anyways.
Yeah.
It's like it's nothing personal for us, but girls take it personal.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. But he also seems like this you up guy if he's texting so late, or he just seems like a party animal.
Gotta be consistent.
Yeah, you know? And then he's not awake when she's trying to text him, or he's in the middle of his workday at 7 p.m. and she's like off like cooking dinner, you know? So it's like you're cut off from it. Like it fucks up everything.
Like, I don't even know who you could date. Like a bartender, maybe?
Yeah, like you have to find people on that same thing. That's why, like, if you're in the bartending industry or you're in that nightlife industry, like they say, like, oh, you don't shit where you eat. How do you not shit where how do you not shit where you eat?
There's a reason raccoons aren't dating squirrels. The raccoons are nocturnal.
Yeah, for real. For real.
I was like, where is he going with this analogy?
But it makes sense.
Yeah.
It makes sense. The raccoon's got to be,
he's got to be, the only other thing that's around is raccoons.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
But we keep saying bartenders, but like plenty of doctors work nights.
Yeah.
Like it's police officers.
Yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
It's a bigger,
Same thing though. Like, all right, cops,
Well, that's why
be fucking-
there's a few bars around where it's like they're open at 6 a.m. because there are people getting off of their third shift or whatever. So got to have that. Especially, and I remember that being like if there are places like down by the docks, like you've been working loading all night, you want to stop off for a drink before you go home. It's like
those bars are sick.
Yeah,
the ones that open at 6 a.m.
Yeah,
that's some fucking real deal shit.
I worked at one that opened at 7 a.m. So
really? For that reason?
No, it's just they had a big breakfast. No, it's
on weekends though only.
No, every day.
No,
7 a.m. to 2.
The same bar I'm thinking of.
Yeah,
they open at 7 a.m. every day.
Every day.
Stop.
Yeah, it sucks working in the morning.
I've thought about opening up a bar restaurant that's like a coffee shop from 5 a.m. until 10, and then you close for an hour and reopen, and it's like a bar restaurant. But it's like it's like a totally different look in the morning, and it's like your typical like coffee house place, and then you do something and it turns into like a bar restaurant. I feel like that's just super efficient.
Really?
I feel like that's a good idea. Have you been to that? Have you been to that place on Chicago Avenue, like where it's a dark matter, but it clearly used to be like a dive bar
By our old office?
Yeah.
Which
So
one?
not-
The one
not-
on Western or
not
the one down?
on Western, the one down on Chicago.
I haven't been to that one, but I know what you're talking about.
But it's just like it's a coffee shop, but you belly up to the bar.
Okay.
And it's like, well, why don't they just stop selling coffee and start selling beer when it's appropriate? And I feel like that's something that people should do.
Places should be multi-use. I agree. That's like
Get more bang for your buck.
Yeah, I always fuck with I always used to mess with Jim about there's this ice cream place that's super popular in our neighborhood, and they close in the winter. I'm like, dude, you just gotta sell subs a couple months of the year, just not even full menu, just bring the Mr. G, a couple turkeys and a couple, whatever, and just do that.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, back to our Wrigley talk last week, flipping into a winter wonderland during the off season.
Yeah, exactly. Or just have a digital sign.
Yeah.
So the sign, in the morning it just says whatever the coffee shop name, switch it over, now it's a totally different place.
I'm in.
Okay, good.
I have no money to invest.
The next
I want-
Barstool bar, that's what we'll do.
Yeah, the Sweet Oasis JP Graziano
Yep.
combo. But I also, I'm trying to think about like combinations like that. What were you gonna say?
I had another thought, but if you have something to say, I can't think of another combination. I'm having a foggy brain day.
I just got a little foggy too.
I mean, business-wise, might have to be a bitch. If you're flipping from a coffee shop, you still need your liquor license and all that.
That's true.
Curfew.
But you kind of skirt the curfew.
And you gotta that's a lot of staff, bro. Like coffee's early.
You need a barista and a bartender.
Especially for fucking olds like you who wake up at 5. You text me at 5:55 today, dude. 5:55.
I was getting on that Peloton, man.
When do you expect me to get to that?
He's the guy who...
When you get to it. I don't care. But if I don't reply, then I'll forget to reply, and then I feel like an asshole.
No, I'll tell you what.
5:55 is like, did you sleep last night?
Yeah, exactly.
Listen, guys.
Well,
I
Chief
wake
loves
up,
the morning sun, remember? Chief prefers... What was your daylight savings take? You prefer the early sun over later
if
sun?
I had to choose between daylight at 6 a.m. or daylight at 6 p.m., I'm taking the 6 a.m. And everyone thinks I'm a fucking idiot for that, but it starts your day better. And by the time 6 a.m. rolls around, I'm just sitting on, or 6 p.m. rolls around, I'm just sitting on my couch watching TV anyway, so I don't care what it's like outside.
Are you, though? Like, you don't go out at 6 p.m. on weekends and shit?
Yeah, but I don't. If I'm out and socializing and stuff, like I don't really care if it's dark. I'm out. I'm out at a bar.
I mean, my argument is I'm not up at 6 a.m., so I can give a fuck if the sun's out. But you're waking up at 4:30, so I get it.
I'm waking up. It's like I don't set an alarm, but this is so weird. I wake up at 5:09
every day.
Basically every day I wake up at 5:09.
5:09.
And it's like every time I what time is it? 5:09.
What are you,
Like
Mark Wahlberg?
like 80% of the time I would say like the first time I look at my phone it's 5:09.
What do you
It's like
do?
scary a little bit.
What do you mean?
Listen to like BBM and like fucking like what do you do? Like
In
what
the
do you
mornings?
do? Yeah.
Well, I've been doing the Peloton this week. That's part of the new routine. But I like get up, I make a pot of coffee, I take the dog out, I do all that shit, then I get on my computer, start looking for things to blog about. Like,
Okay.
That's kind of the routine. And then I'll somewhere in there I'll take a shower and.
Dude, if someone tells me they work out like in the morning before work, I'm like, whoa, like I had you all wrong. Like you're way more put together than I thought.
Thank you.
Like it's a very big sign of success. And,
I gotta say though, like I've been doing that, and I did a class at 6 a.m. a couple classes at 6 a.m. and like by 8:30 at night, I'm like, I gotta go to bed. Like I am.
You're like gassed.
Yeah. So, but I'm always wake up at the same time. But if I work out in the morning, I like can't make it to the end of the day.
you're waking up at 5:08 instead.
Yeah.
Wait, so we should ask what time you usually go to bed if you're waking up at 5:09 every morning.
I'm usually
I see you on Twitter pretty late sometimes.
depends on like what's going on. If there's like a game I want to watch, I'll stay up. But then it's not like, oh, you stayed up to midnight, so you wake up at 7:09. No.
No,
I would say I'm usually in bed. I'm probably asleep most nights by 11, usually in bed by like 10:15, 10:30.
Okay. In the jammies already.
I mean, I'm perpetual jammies. I'm technically kind of in jammies right now.
It's a 24/7 pajama party.
Yeah.
We can get to that unless you want to hold it.
Yeah, we'll get to it. So over the weekend, I was going to my nephew's birthday party, and on the way there, I bought a gift and a card, and I needed to sign the card, and I picked my brother up, and I was like, hey, can you bring a pen out? And he's like, yeah, sure. And he comes out, and he brings me a weed pen. And I think the weed pen has overpowered the ink pen in being labeled the pen. Maybe not in your guys' circles because Eddie's afraid of weed, but...
That is
Well, another a good example Eddie brought up is like the number sign is now the hashtag. It's no longer
totally.
the number
Yeah.
sign.
Yeah.
The number sign.
pound
is
sign.
The pound sign. Yeah.
Yeah.
The pound sign has been completely hijacked.
And I always used to call it when I was a little kid, like the tic-tac-toe button. Like, so
Yeah.
that's what I associated
That's
that
true,
with
too.
first.
Yep.
But
I mean,
that's-
holy shit! The pound was it even the pound sign? Do we know what it was before?
It was on payphones and shit.
yeah, that thing has been under attack forever.
You still need it when you're like, I have the world's worst bank.
Tic-tac-toe.
Yeah, the world's worst bank. So anytime you call in, you have to, and I call it, my card gets stopped for fraud 5 times a week. Like, not an exaggeration. It happened twice yesterday. And it's just like I'm always just dialing that fucking pound, hitting like pound to get to like the next.
Someone's trying to jack your shit, or they?
No, it's like, well, that has happened.
That's happened, right?
But that's the thing that drives me so insane. And like, I should just like close that account and switch everything over. But then that's like paperwork, and I don't want to do the paperwork. So I'm like, maybe it'll get better, and it never does. But it has happened where someone stole all my shit. Okay, but it was like that was the one time where they were supposed to like. It was the one time where they didn't catch it, and it actually was fraud. And every other time, it's me. It's like I'm just ordering Ubers, and then I went to an ATM, same thing, shut down. And it's like I just want to get a haircut, I just want to order an Uber, and I just want you guys to let me use my own fucking money without shutting my card. It cost me a flight one time because I ordered 2 Ubers because I had like to drop the dog off and then then call an Uber from where I was dropping the dog off. And it was like that second, like, well, he called 2 Ubers inside of 20 minutes. Must be a fucking fraud alert. And it was so early in the morning that there, like, the normal staff wasn't there. So I just waited on hold trying to get through to somebody to like reinstate my card. And I didn't have like my other credit card linked, and I had left it on like my mantle at home. So I was just like, this is my only payment method available to me, and I can't use it. And by the time they got on the phone, rush hour traffic had started, and I missed the flight.
Yeah. Pretty overly cautious there. Like I could get like, did you mean to spend $99 at TBK?
Yeah.
Yeah, but to be like, did you mean to spend $30 on this Uber?
They're saying their like line is like, wow, it's actually not us, it's MasterCard. They're the ones that process everything. They're the ones that shut it down. And I'm like, I don't believe you. I don't believe you, and I need to switch. I just don't want to like do any of the because like all of my like paychecks and all my like things are linked to that account. I don't want to have to do it, but I'm gonna be boxed in here.
Things that are jacked like that. That was the first thing that came to my mind was the pound sign.
Imagine calling it a pound sign to like a Gen Z person. Like, what?
What the
That's
fuck?
a
It's a
hashtag.
hashtag, brother.
And like, or seeing it on a payphone for the first time. Like, why do they have a hashtag on
They've
this?
probably never seen a payphone.
This is not that at all, but this just reminds me of a time that there's this I don't know, it's a weird indirect story, but there's this pool store on like Harlem and North Avenue.
Swimming pool?
Yeah, it's a swimming pool store, and they like make T-shirts, and they like a little T-shirt maker on the corner.
Okay.
And my buddy was going in there to make shirts for like a bachelor party or something. He's like, "Hey, you want to come with us?" I was like, "Yeah, sure." I wasn't like involved in the group or nothing. It was like a different friend group, and he was trying to get koozies made. And we go in there, we're like, "Hey, you guys make koozies?" He's like, "Oh yeah, jacuzzis." And it was like a big who's on first situation. He's like, "No, koozies." And then they're like, "Go talk to that guy." He's like, "Hey, I'm looking to get koozies." And same guy, jacuzzis. And like it happened like 3 times.
Excuse me, can I get a koozie? No, what?
It was fucking like the pool people just like couldn't get past
Koozie.
Jacuzzi.
Yeah.
Jacuzzi.
When we hear koozie, we think jacuzzi, not a fucking drink.
It was just so fucking funny. And it was, I don't know. You just had to be there.
Jacuzzi is one of those things that it was talked about on social media. Like, what did you used to think meant people were rich?
Yeah,
like
yeah,
a hot tub.
Oh yeah.
Easily.
Hot tub for sure.
Now I kind of think it's the opposite.
Yeah.
Now
Now you're like trash a little.
Yeah, that, but also now it's like the people who have the cold tub. I'm like, oh, they got to be wealthy. Like Rogan,
Yes.
like he's super into like the ice tub, the cold bath, and it's like, oh, they really focus, like go to extreme length and extravagance to take care of their health. They have a cold tub.
I don't want to piss off hot tub Twitter. I shouldn't say trash, but sometimes it's like people have like a shitty house and just like a nice hot tub in their yard.
Yeah.
Or like going hot tub before
Yeah.
you get a pool.
But they are nice though. They are nice.
Yeah.
It's just
There's something like I don't trust about them though.
Hot
I don't
tubs.
know why, and I don't know why.
How
They
many
are
you
relaxing.
say you have a hot tub in the yard? How many
Yeah.
times do you think you're using it a year?
I mean, in the city that we live in, unfortunately, not too many.
Well, maybe that's better because it's cold.
Yeah, I mean,
No, that's where your hot tub on the cold day is fucking
it's
sweet.
actually
That's
kinda
what I'm
nice,
saying.
yeah.
You're saying in a city that we live in, not that many,
yeah.
you'd
I went-
use it more because it's always cold.
Yeah, I went on a casino trip over the weekend, and they have a hot tub, a random hot tub outside, and it's like, and we didn't
Free
go this
STDs.
time, and it's just like, it's great. It's just cold as fuck, and we used to go in the winter, and you just same thing, you just huddle
Sybaris.
up. Yeah, well, it's just I mean, we go. It's a
Ed
bunch,
spent the weekend at a Sybaris.
it's a bunch of dudes.
Yeah.
and it's
Well,
just
not judging you, Jesus.
outside, and it is nice. It
Did you
is
go in?
nice. No, we didn't go this. We didn't go in the hot tub this time. We just gambled. But yeah, I don't know.
Hot tub talk.
Hot tubs. I'd like to buy one of those fucking mini 2-person, 3-person saunas though.
Dude,
Oh,
I,
yeah.
I would love one of those. I get those on my like pop-up ads all the
Yeah.
time.
Well,
but
you're about to get another one today after this.
yeah, for sure.
I hear
Probably
you.
it's right there right now.
Yeah.
No, my parents have one of those. It's like an infrared sauna. You heard of those?
Mm-mm.
It's a weird looking thing, but it looks like it's made out of like Nerf. And then you lay in it as if you're like in a coffin on the ground, and then you just sit there with just your head out of this tube, and it just cooks you. Like that's how like you feel like you're in an oven, and you get like the craziest sweat ever, and it's supposed to like remove all your toxins, and then you can just tuck underneath the bed.
Sauna or steam room?
This is a sauna. It's an infrared sauna. So like it's not like its own room. It's like it's just like its own device, and you kind of just the only thing that sticks out of it is your head, and then your body just gets super hot.
I'm kind of out on saunas ever since the steam room.
I like steams more too. I think I don't know.
The goal is to like sweat, right?
Yeah, they make you sweat more. But
Well, I mean for either or. If you
feel
want to
like
sweat,
those,
go in
the
a
steam rooms get mold.
Yeah, they're kind of gross.
Yeah.
They are kind of gross.
I mean,
And
a
then
little.
it's like, and then you
And they
come,
smell.
If you go to a good one, like they always, the gym I go to, they clean it like twice a day, and like it's closed for like 2 hours in the day, so they can
but
clean
then
it.
it's like, then you're breathing in all those fucking chemicals that they use to get rid of the mold. I would rather just sit in the dry, hot sauna.
All right, I guess I could see that counter.
Yeah.
In and out, dude. 10 minutes.
We should do the Turkish bathhouse as a group.
I went
Schwitz.
I went a couple weeks ago.
Thanks for the invite.
I don't know. Is that a
Wanna
group?
go?
Is that a group activity?
I mean, this is the group hot tub at a casino guy. Tell me he doesn't think it's a group activity.
is that a
I'll
work?
go
Is
for-
that a
I-
work outing?
I'd go with you guys. I don't like Dave. I'm not going with White Sox Dave.
Look at that guy's dick.
Yeah, exactly. Like I don't like. Just the thought of being around like a bunch of Eastern Europeans and White Sox Dave, that would just don't trust him or in that setting. It's just
Is
not.
mine supposed to look like that?
Yeah, I just don't. Yeah, I just don't want to.
To be fair, I don't know how much of a work outing going to a bathhouse is. I don't know if we want to see each other in towels and exfoliating.
Exfoliate. I don't even know what that is. It's like a skin thing, right?
Yeah.
Not
I don't know.
Nice
Cleans your
bowl of-
pores.
Going, I'm feeling a little sick.
Sweat it out.
Yeah, I had a nice bowl of soup.
Soup, well, maybe a little brandy,
Chicken
scotch or
broth.
something.
Yeah, it was nice.
Yeah.
It was nice. All right then, boys. We'll wrap it there. Thank you everybody for listening. We will be back tomorrow, continuing on those Chicago topics. We will be talking about public safety tomorrow, so tune in for that. And yeah, we'll be back on Monday. Besides that, we will see you tomorrow. We'll see you Monday.
See you Monday, first day of the week.